Hello and welcome to the New Starters evening here at Willesden Primary School. Really pleased that you've tuned in to see us tonight. My name's Liz Davison. I'm the Executive Head at Willesden, and I'll introduce you to the rest of the team in a minute. Just a really big welcome. We'd love to see you in person. We're really looking forward to that, but I hope that this presentation gives you a little flavour of Willesden and that your child is a little bit more, well, and you are a little bit more at ease after watching it. And do remember that you can ask any questions as we go on. So I'd like to introduce you first of all to Andrew Chadwick, who should be popping into your screen anytime now. Here he is. He's our head of school. Would you like to say a few words, Andrew?
Hi, everybody. I'm sorry that we can't see you in person. My name's Andrew. I'm the head of school. Just to reiterate what Liz said, really, if there's anything at any point, if you think of any questions now, just write them into the Facebook and we'll see them and we'll answer them at the end. But if you think of anything at any point, anytime, just email into school or give us a ring. We're always happy to help you.
Thanks, Andrew. Also to Helen Deering, who's our deputy head.
Hi there, lovely to meet you all. One of my passion is getting children to read early, so you'll be hearing lots from me about getting children to read and early reading as they start the reception year. So we can't wait to see you in September.
And then in our early years team, we've got Naila Hussain.
Hello everyone, see you all. Can't wait to have you in September. Hope this PowerPoint that you're going to see soon will answer all the questions you asked during our Zoom meetings. And if you have any more, like Andrew said, just leave some messages to the side and we'll answer them as best as we can.
And here we have Alice Baker as well, who's also in our early years team.
Hi everyone. Exactly what everyone else said. If you've got any questions, please put them on and we'll answer them as we go along.
Okay, so without further ado, we'll begin our presentation. There's always a bit of an awkward pause, isn't there, when technology lets us down. Here we have Mr. Chadwick. I think he's going to put the presentation on. Here we go.
I am doing it.
I hope you've been coping well during COVID. It's been a bit of a strange time, hasn't it? But it's been a bit strange in school as well. What you're seeing will be, oh, here we go. I'm going to shut up now while you watch this. short. Oh, you couldn't even hear me then, could you? Because my microphone was muted. I'm really sorry. We're having a few technical difficulties. We're going to sort those out very, very shortly, hopefully. So I might just disappear and the video will come back. As I was saying before, it's been a really tricky time during COVID. For those of you who have got, obviously you've all got children coming into reception in September, but if you've got other children, you'll know that school's been a little bit different to usual. We've had very, very small bubbles. The bubble effect seems to have been working really well, whereby children are in very small groups, and those groups are self-contained. They don't mix with other groups, other bubbles, and the staff stay in the same bubbles. And this is this kind of thing that we're going to use in September, but the whole of reception will be a bubble. So it's a way of containing any infection, really. Having said that, we will have the full amount of resources and things like that available for the children. I think we're about to watch the video again though, so I'm going to shut up again and hopefully you'll be able to hear it this time. Just waiting for it to
Welcome to Willesden Primary School. Start small but dream and think big. We are here to support your child to have a successful start to the reception year.
Our vision. At Willesden School, we pride ourselves on offering a unique curriculum experience to suit all children. Our key aim is for children to grow as individuals, both emotionally and educationally. We do this through developing a range of characteristics which we believe are vital for children growing up in the 21st century Britain. For example, to be kind, a risk taker, and respectful. We want to develop team players, good friends, and treat all our children, staff, parents, and visitors as one big family. We do all of this in a safe environment, which is positive and fun. After all, the biggest aim is that our children are happy. At Willesden, children start small, but dream and achieve big.
Meet the senior leadership team. Mrs. Davison, our executive head, Mr. Chadwick, head of school and special education needs coordinator, Mrs. Deering, our deputy head.
Meet our early years foundation stage team. Miss Hussain, the early years foundation stage lead and teacher, Miss Baker, teacher, Miss Byrne, our early years practitioner.
Useful contacts. First one for the school website, the school office if your child's unwell, some tapestry information, how to log on to your tapestry journal, and then if you wish to buy school uniform, the website at the bottom.
Whilst your child attends reception, we will use an online learning journal called Tapestry. We will use Tapestry to inform you of your child's learning at school. You will be able to see all the wonderful things your child does day to day. Tapestry will highlight the areas of learning and inform our judgment of your child's development. By using this online learning journal, it also gives you the opportunity as parents at home to upload photos and messages of all the fantastic things your child does at home. Top tip, you can download the Tapestry app to your smartphone or tablet.
Parent mail. Communicating with parents is an important part of what we do, making sure you get the correct information about activities, events, and things that really matter in something we care about. Parent mail will be beneficial to you because you can 1. Use a free mobile app on Android or iPhone to pick up school messages instantly. 2. Complete forms, give consent, permission, and give feedbacks on surveys. 3. Keep on top of school meetings and events. 4. Book parents' evening appointments. And 5. You can do much, much more than this as well. When you get a text or email from Parent Mail, please make sure you follow the instructions and join.
A new beginning. Starting school is a major event in the life of a 4-year-old, and it won't be long before your child joins us at Willesden Primary School. There will be lots of new things to learn, and we want to ensure that your child is well prepared for this important start to their school year. We aim to make it a happy and memorable experience, and today we hope to give you all the information that will help your child to settle quickly into our school.
School uniform. Girls, grey skirt or pinafore dress, shorts, trousers or red and white checked or striped summer dress, white or grey polo shirt or blouse, red sweatshirt or cardigan without a hood, either plain or with the logo, plain white short or knee-length socks or red socks, black or grey tights, plain black shoes or boots without a wedge or high heel. Boys, grey shorts or trousers, not jogging bottoms, white or grey shirt or polo shirt, red sweatshirt without a hood, either plain or with the Willesden logo, plain black shoes or boots. PE kit for boys and girls, black shorts, plain white t-shirt or polo shirt, a pair of pumps. Please make sure all school uniform and PE kit is clearly labelled.
Preparing your child for school. As your child will now be part of our school, they will need to become more independent. It will make starting school much easier, and they will be a lot happier if they're able to do as many things as possible for themselves. What should my child be able to do? Can they dress and undress independently? This is very important for PE and makes it more enjoyable. Can they put on and fasten their own coat? Very important for outdoor. Can they use the toilet independently and communicate their needs? This is very important for children to be able to clearly communicate their self-care and hygiene needs in order to prevent any medical issues. Can they tidy up after themselves? Very important to take pride and look after our classrooms. Can they recognise their name? Very important to know where to put their belongings. Please tell us if their name is abbreviated in any way. Can they feed themselves? Very important during lunchtime. Can they share toys and equipment? Very important to be kind to others. Can they hold a pencil correctly? Very important to help with writing their name. Can they sing some nursery rhymes? Very important as it helps with learning early phonics skills, the ability to hear, identify and manipulate sounds. Can they practice counting to 10? Very important and essential building block of maths. Can they listen well and follow simple instructions? Very important for them to function effectively across different environments.
Pastoral worker. At Willesden, we provide a warm, caring and supportive family environment in which we aim to take care of every individual child and their needs. To support this further, we have Mrs. Baldwin, school's pastoral worker. Mrs. Baldwin works very closely with the reception team and is there to support by creating a purposeful, caring learning environment. This will help to build children's confidence and self-esteem and help them to feel at ease if any issues may arise.
School dinners. From September 2014, all children in years reception 1 and 2 have been provided with free school meals. Therefore, we encourage all children to have school dinners, especially as they're free. School dinners consist of mouth-watering hot meals, freshly made sandwiches, soft and tasty wraps, delicious jacket potatoes and yummy paninis. Not to forget we have pizza day too. There is always a vegetarian and a halal option too. Each day, children will be told what is available so that they can independently choose what they would like to eat. All members of the lunchtime team are made aware of any dietary needs or allergies, so we'll be there to support your child with their food choice for the day. School lunches are a happy and sociable time of the day. A balanced, healthy diet is offered and the menus are published online for you to see the options too. The teaching staff accompany the children to dinner for the first few weeks. We'll be able to tell you what your child has eaten. School dinner menus can be found on the school website.
Snack. Reception children will have free access to 1 carton of milk and fruit every day. Milk is free for your child up until they are 5, but you can register for them to continue having milk after this. But you will need to pay for this. Information about how to pay for milk can be found on the school website. Snack is always a piece of fruit or vegetable, usually either an apple, banana, carrot, tomato, orange, or raisins. We never know what will arrive. It is a big surprise. You're also welcome to provide your child with fruit or vegetable from home for them to eat at snack times, if it gives you a peace of mind that it's a snack that they will eat. Sweets, nuts, and crisps are not allowed to be brought into school. As well as ensuring children have a healthy snack, it is important that children bring their own individual water bottle to school every day to ensure they stay hydrated. We encourage children to wash their own hands and get them on milk or water and snack when they feel ready. These independent skills are an important part of your child's development.
Classes and houses. Your child will be assigned to either friendship class with Miss Hussain or trust class with Miss Baker. Some of you might be wondering why the classroom names have changed. This is because all classes have been named after the values of Willesden Way. We'll be making decisions about the classes based on information obtained from home and nursery phone calls. We will take into account age, assessments, gender and friendships. Classes will be allocated before the 10th of July and communicated to you via parent mail. We have 4 houses in school, which form teams that children work in for events such as Sports Day. Children can earn house points for their team: Royd, Albion, Spring and Providence. Children will be allocated the same team as any siblings they may have in school. Houses will be allocated in the first couple of weeks in September.
Drop off and pick up. At the end of the school day, you can access the school playground from 3:10. The children will be let out of the classroom through the front door once we see you or the appointed person for pick-up. It is crucial that you inform us if someone different is collecting your child. If we are unsure, we will remain with your child at school until we can contact you. This is the early years playground. This is where you will drop off and pick up your child. Each week, we swap classrooms for children to access all areas of provision. Just enter the classroom door on a Monday where your child's class teacher is stood.
The school day. The school doors open at 8:45 a.m. Between 8:55 a.m. and 9 a.m. there will be nursery rhymes and registration. Between 9 a.m. and 9:20 it will be phonics. Between 9:20 and 9:35 it will be the literacy input. Between 9:35 and 11:10 it will be self-chosen indoor or outdoor activities and adult guided task, with also access to snack. Between 11:10 and 11:30 will be topic songs and getting ready for lunch. Between 11:30 and 12:30 it is lunchtime. Between 12:30 and 12:40 it is registration and a wellbeing song. Between 12:40 and 1 p.m. it will be the numeracy input. Between 1 p.m. and 2:20 p.m. it will be a self-chosen indoor or outdoor provision activity and an adult guided task. Between 2:20 and 2:35 p.m. it will be guided reading. It will be 1 group per day. Between 2:35 p.m. and 3 p.m. it will be tidy up and do disco. And between 3 and 3:15 it will be story time and getting ready for home time. This all may be subject to change based on the current coronavirus situation.
Transition to reception. In order to help our reception children settle into school life well, we operate a staggered intake. To make this process a little easier, we will return to school on a phased basis from Wednesday 2nd of September to Friday 4th of September. We will allocate days and times for your child to attend. We are aiming to have all the children in school full-time from Monday 7th of September. All plans are subject to government guidance around COVID-19 and the reopening of schools. Changes will be communicated to families via parent mail.
Learning in the foundation stage. Reception is where all the fun begins. The classroom environment is developed around children's interests. We make sure our provision areas are planned so that they are exciting and engaging for all children. We create a warm environment where we positively encourage our children to become independent learners. We follow a thematic curriculum which allows us to be creative with our planning and allow children to lead their own learning. At all times, we aim to inspire our children to be ready to learn and to develop their knowledge with new information that will remain with them forever. We achieve this by creating a safe, warm and engaging environment where all children become confident learners and are not afraid to try new activities. We nurture all our children in their learning and praise everyone who has a go. Our teaching is delivered through carefully planned activities and provision that includes a range of challenges. The children access outdoor and indoor freely. However, they understand they must complete challenges throughout the week, which will scaffold and extend their learning. Their learning development is recorded through daily observations and child-initiated interaction. This information is then transferred onto Tapestry, a selection of photographs and videos. We use these to plan the next steps to your child's learning.
Getting messy. As a normal part of our day, children have access to paint, powder paint, glue, felt tip pens, water, Play-Doh, and many, many more messy resources. We encourage you to make sure our children wear an apron so that their uniform is kept as clean as possible. Please be prepared for your child to come home with their clothes messy. This is a sign that they have been very busy having lots of fun. Please be prepared throughout the school year to send your child to school with wellies and waterproofs for our outdoor learning in the forest area. Texts will be sent as reminders for these lessons.
Outdoor area. Our outdoor area provides children with resources that enables them to use their imagination and helps those children who learn best through active learning. Children create spontaneous activities that they initiate with their friends.
Outdoor clothing. Mud Kitchen allows children to play at their own development level. It meets the diverse needs and interests of different children. The learning potential from Mud Kitchen is immense due to its creative nature. Children experience sensory and imaginative play as well as developing maths, science and speaking skills. We are outdoor in all weathers and have suitable clothing and footwear for the Mud Kitchen and the water area.
Family support. We really value the importance of parents and carers and believe that you are the main key to your child's achievements. You know your child better than anybody and can really boost their confidence and self-esteem, which in return will make a positive impact to their learning. Please support by listening to your child read and write and comment in their reading record. Also, make sure they bring their book bag into school with their reading books and reading record every day.
General information. Attendance. Please arrive on time for school at 8:55 so your child does not miss the start of lessons. If your child is late, please bring them to the front office so that they can be registered for the day. Lateness is recorded and can have an impact on your child's learning. If your child is not attending for medical reasons, please telephone the school office or email the school no later than 9:15 and inform us of the reasons for their absence each day. In order to ensure the safety and well-being of your child, we will contact you if we have not received notification from you. If we cannot contact you, we may carry out a home visit. School holidays. Good attendance is vital if your child is to achieve and make good progress. Poor attendance can result in slow rates of progress and lower attainment, as well as missing out on learning experiences and the possibility of problems socialising with other pupils. We monitor attendance daily. Term time holidays are not authorised and could result in fines being issued.
Medicines. Designated staff will administer medication to children only when it has been prescribed by the doctor. Medication should have a prescription label with the child's name and dosage clearly visible. In some circumstances, Children may be required to administer their own medicine, for example, creams. Medication which is to be administered 3 times a day should not need to be sent into school, as it can be given at breakfast time, after school and before bed. You'll be required to complete a medication in school form at the office when handing over the medication. Alternatively, you can download the form from the school website. Asthma. For children with asthma, please provide the school with a clearly labelled inhaler stating your child's name and dosage. If a spacer is required, it is the parent's responsibility to provide this.
If your child has any continuous medical needs, please contact Mr. Chadwick, our Special Education Needs Coordinator. Please regularly check your child's hair for head lice. Girls should always have their head tied up for school to reduce the spread of head lice.
Before School Care Club. Before School Care Club is held in the main school hall each morning between 7:55 a.m. and 8:45 a.m. Cost per session. For care only, it is £3, and for breakfast and care, it will be £4. Wheels and Pals is our after school and holiday care club. After school sessions will be run daily in term time from 3:30 till 6 p.m. The cost of each session is £9.50, and this will include a snack. School holiday sessions will run from 8:30 a.m. till 5 p.m. The cost of each session is £10. This will include breakfast and an afternoon snack. Children will need to bring their own packed lunch. To book a place for your child, please complete the registration form found on the website and return to the school office or email wilson.office@focus-trust.co.uk.
Hello there, hope you enjoyed that. There's lots of questions been popping up. I might call on, just so that you don't have to see my face really, I might call on other people to answer them as well. So, question first about PE. Alice, would you like to answer that one?
Yeah, we do PE on a Monday, and all children will need a PE kit, and we encourage that the PE kit stays in school as well.
So then they'll all be ready to do that, and they do PE as well. Also, there was a question about how staff would support picky eaters and what will happen, and obviously you want to send your child knowing that they're going to have something really nice at lunchtime. Nyla, would you like to tackle that one? Did you see the question?
Yeah. So you can look at the meals that we weekly menu online if you go onto Wilsden website. We will, myself and Miss Baker, we will be in the dining hall for the first 2 weeks. We'll settle the children in. We'll make sure you are aware of what your children are eating, and we will also make sure we talk to the dinner ladies and make sure they tell us what they've eaten. So if they are not eating sufficiently, we will let you know. So don't worry about that. We'll keep you aware.
Right, so there's just one other thing popped up there about whether children will be eating in the classroom or in the dining room. We're going to look at our plans for September this week. It's more likely that children will be in the dining room because simply of the table situation, but we will certainly communicate that to you because there's lots of cleaning being done around different groups using the dining room. So, but reception would be the first ones in, so they will probably be prioritised in the dining room for September. So there was a question about drop off and pick up. Mr. Chadwick, I'll let you answer that one.
A little bit up in the air because of the whole COVID situation. So myself and Mrs. Davison are meeting tomorrow to go through all of the plans for how we do things. at the minute, drop off and pick up, we don't stagger like some schools do. We've just opened for a block of time in the morning and a block of time in the afternoon to allow parents and carers to stagger it themselves to allow their own social distancing. At the moment, we can't allow adults into school, so there is a chance that it still might be the case that we can't allow you into school, unfortunately, to help them settle. But we will cross that bridge when we come to it, and our biggest aim for everybody is that children are happy, so don't worry, we won't do anything that we think are going to upset children along the way. We want them to be happy, we want them to be comfortable and safe in school, so that's going to be at the forefront of our thinking the whole time.
Thank you. And obviously, if the children do become distressed and we can't calm them down, our experience is that usually they're just, we can distract them with an activity. The staff are quite skilled in doing that. And if we really couldn't, we would get in contact with you. We wouldn't just leave a child feeling distressed. There will be a contract coming out for all parents, not just parents, new parents coming in, but parents who of all children in school regarding the COVID situation. And hopefully you will see the kind of cooperation that we're asking from parents, and it will help you to feel more confident in sending your child to school, knowing that they're coming to a safe environment. Hopefully that will help you to feel a little bit safer about the COVID situation. Now, it says, do the children not need a blue tracksuit for outdoor PE like the older children? Nyla, would you like to field that one?
We normally during winter time do PE inside, so we don't really need blue tracksuit for outside, purely because we just want our children to settle in, make friends. They will fall over, so we want to just get them aware and used to the equipment that we have inside, but they will have outdoor provision, so they will have access to outdoor, but PE tends to be done indoor for reception children.
And then we've got a question about the timing of the afternoon session on the first Wednesday of September. That's the 2nd of September. Somebody else has said, I had an email saying it was the 31st of August. It isn't. The children, none of the children will be back before the 2nd of September. So the afternoon session on the first Wednesday of September, that's the 2nd. What time will that be starting, Alice?
12:40.
So if you just bring your child to school, to the reception doors on at 12:40 on that Wednesday. Others of you might have other sessions, but that's the day that's the timing for that Wednesday.
The 31st of August, that was just saying the week beginning that week. So you'll either have the Wednesday, the Thursday, or the Friday, but it's just in that week beginning the 31st of August.
We'll all be on bank holiday on that Monday, so if you do turn up to school, unfortunately, there won't really be anybody here. So, Andrew, would you like to field the next question? Who was to be contacted if a child has ongoing medical issues that you need to be aware, or that we need to be aware of?
Yeah, just contact me, please. You can do it through the school office. Email's often easier if you just email it in. You can do it through wilsden.support@focus-trust.co.uk, and then we will get back to you with particular pro formas that we need to do and just make sure everything's in place for that. The sooner you can do that, the better, because then we can get it all sorted over the summer holidays so everything's ready for when you start.
For you, you can find the email address on our website. I could say it again for you, but again, sometimes it's easier to have it written down in front of you, isn't it? So children, do they need pumps for indoor? Yes, we do need pumps for indoor. That goes with the PE kit. So that would be really helpful. And what about food? How do we make sure children are eating what we would like them to? Again, there's a varied choice. Mrs. Deering, do you want to? You haven't really said much, have you, Mrs. Deering? Would you like to talk about how we ensure that the children at least have something to eat at lunchtime, and what we might do if children, perhaps we're concerned, we need to be that concerned.
Yeah, we always try to make sure that, because having dinner makes the children ready for the afternoon session and things. And with the staff being in the dining hall, we encourage them to choose something that they like, and to finish that really. If there was something that they didn't like, we'd probably change it. And there's dinner staff in there as well. When there's other adults around to make sure that the amount of children we've got, they'll always have something to eat, and so that they're ready for the afternoon session. And if not, we'd probably take them out to play and just give them a run around, and we can take that, and we could see if they wanted it afterwards or something. We'll always make sure they have something to eat. But I would definitely check the website to see what the menu is that week. And if you know that your child particularly doesn't like that, then maybe a packed lunch might work as well. So do look on there, because that will help you as well.
There's lots and lots of choice. They can even choose sandwich. If the hot option is something that you know they won't like as well, they could choose to have the sandwich option or the panini or the wrap or whatever. So there are always different options that they can choose. So when will we know exactly what sessions our child is due on? I don't know who might know the answer to that. Anybody doing the rota? Mr. Chadwick.
You should have had it on an email today. There's been about 1 million emails sent out today, and it's on one of those. So if you have a check through of your emails, if it's not there, just check your junk folder. If you don't find it in your junk folder, just email again. I've put the email address straight into the comment section, so just email there, and then we'll fish it out for you tomorrow and send it to you. And
can you send the presentation out as well, please? Can you email the presentation out, Mr. Chadwick?
I can give it a go.
Lovely. Now, if a child takes a packed lunch, will they be able to sit with the friends who has a school dinner? I don't see a problem with that. Alice, would you like to just comment on a little bit about the lunchtime routine?
Yeah, they can. The children that have a packed lunch will go straight away and sit into the dinner hall, but they can save a seat for their friends, and then their friends will come and get their dinner from the counter, and then they'll go and find their friend with a packed lunch. So yeah, they're more than happy to do that.
And can they swap between packed lunches and school dinners daily? Yes, I think that's a resounding nod from everybody. So yes, that's not a problem. They will be asked each morning if it's dinners or sandwiches, what have you. So you will be able to look at the menu. We generally tend to find that pizza day is really popular. But don't forget, you will get the infant free school meals, the universal infant free school meals. So whatever they choose, there will be no charge at all for parents of children up to year 2. So it is a really useful thing that the government have provided that for parents. Okay. So the presentation will be emailed out. The email address, if you've got any further questions, is there in the comments, wilston.support@focus-trust.co.uk. So please, if you think of anything, it's always the last thing, isn't it? You think, oh, I wish I'd asked that, or I wish I'd asked that. Please email it in and we will get back to you. But before we go, we'd just like to say again, we're really, really looking forward to meeting the children. We'll just go around the team again, just to make sure that you've heard from everybody. So it's bye from me. Mr. Chadwick?
Just again, thanks very much for taking the time to watch this tonight. I know it's been a bit rough around the edges. It's our very first time. We've learned a lot. We'll put it into practice next time. If you do have anything, just email anytime. We get back to you. Email's often the quickest way rather than trying to get through on the phone.
Mrs. Deary?
I'd like to say it's been lovely to meet you all virtually tonight. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all in September. Have a lovely summer, and remember to read lots with your children. See you in September.
Miss Hussain?
For joining us this evening. I hope we've answered all your questions. Looking forward to seeing you in September. Stay safe. Thank you.
And Miss Baker.
Thank you very much. We're really looking forward to seeing you all in September. Like Mrs. Deering said, have a fabulous summer and stay safe.
Thank you ever so much, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye.